Okay, buckle up. This is a true story that illustrates how powerful it is knowing that your attitude will determine your altitude. Here's the story. 8-year-old Glenn Cunningham, raised in a very small town out in western Kansas. The winters were bitter, lots of snow. He and his older brother had a job, and they would get to the schoolhouse early than the teachers and the students. Now, understand, this is a one-room schoolhouse, right? Everybody was in one room. It was that small of a town, and this one-room schoolhouse was built just out of plywood. So they would always do the same thing every morning, but they hired a new maintenance guy that did not really know the difference between kerosene and gasoline. So he put the wrong kind of fluid on. But the boys did their normal routine, put their firewood on, lit the match, tossed it in there, and it exploded. That wooden schoolhouse caught on fire real fast. And it was a burning inferno. When the teachers and students all arrived, they said, "Oh dear, no, no, no." They rushed in, there were the bodies. They drug both boys out. Glenn Cunningham's older brother did not survive. Glenn, from the waist down, his body was so badly charred. They rushed him to the hospital. The doctor came out and said, "We'll do our best, but we don't think that your son's going to survive." Somehow he did. On his left foot, he lost all of his toes. His right foot was 2 inches longer than his left foot, and all of his legs, everything was badly, badly charred. This was before skin grafts, so there's nothing they could do about it. His legs were lifeless. They couldn't move. No nerves to them. The doctor, who had cautioned them that he didn't think that Glenn would survive, after months of this boy being pretty tough, he was in the room and they were discharging Glenn Cunningham. And the doctor had good intentions. One, he did not realize that although his eyes were closed, Glenn Cunningham really wasn't sleeping. His eyes were closed, but he was listening. He heard that doctor tell his mom and dad that if it were me, I would consider amputation. Your son will never, ever walk. He's going to be in a wheelchair the rest of his life. There's no movement in his leg. There's no nerves. That's just my opinion. They said, "Thank you." We're gone. So they got him home. But here's what was really cool. Glenn's father and his mother, every day, they would take turns stretching his legs. It was painful. Massaging them and stretching them and massaging them. And what was really cool is that his mother would read a verse every day. And here's what the verse said. Pay attention to this one, please. "But those who trust in the Lord will find new strength. They will soar high on wings like eagles." You ready for this? "They will run and not grow weary." "They will walk and not faint." That's Isaiah 40:32. And that mom, come on now. You talk about being faithful. She would read that verse to that 8-year-old boy day after day after day. Well, on a really pretty day, she'd put him outside in their backyard in his wheelchair. And one day, Glenn got tired of that, so he just lifted himself up and threw himself on the grass. And they had a picket fence all around their small backyard. And Glenn, because his legs didn't work, he just crawled on his elbows until he got to the fence, and he lifted himself up, and then picket by picket by picket, he would drag his legs all the way around, get back to where he started from, crawl back, do that a couple times a day, every day. Mom didn't say much about it, but she was shocked about how about his attitude. Well, we don't know exactly why or how, but one day Glenn stood up on his own feet, and then soon after that, he was walking, and soon after that, he was jogging, and soon after that, he was running. Boy, did he run. He ran so well that he earned a full scholarship to the University of Kansas. A couple of years into that, he set a world record for the fastest mile ever recorded. And then later he won a silver medal in the Olympics. Let me go back to that, the faithfulness of his mother. But those who trust in the Lord will find new strength. They will soar high on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. Isaiah 40:32. You know, Glenn Cunningham eventually became a doctor, and he did some amazing things. But if there's one thing that he showed a lot of people, the power of a yes, I can attitude. The power of a yes, I can attitude, because Glenn Cunningham knew this, that his altitude, how high he went in life, was going to be determined by his attitude. Oh, he could have just sat home and sulked and poor me. He said, bump that. I believe in myself. I want to encourage you, as much as you can in your life, develop the yes, I can attitude in everything. And believe that your attitude is going to determine your altitude. I wish you well. Okay, here comes the fun part. Conversation, dialogue. I know all of us parents, we're hungry for our sons and daughters to open up to us with constructive, healthy conversation. You may already have some ideas as to what you would like to talk to your sons and daughters about, either at the kitchen table or driving in the car. But here's 3 items that might help you get healthy conversation. Number 1, ask them if they ever felt like they overcame something simply because they had a yes, I can attitude. Give some examples. Cool. 2, ask them to share a time in their life when they feel that their negative attitude prevented them from shining, from having success. They did not justify victory because their attitude prevented that. And all of these, it's helpful if you can share your experiences with this as well. In fact, sometimes it's easier for them to open up once they see you open up. And perhaps that you can, along that line, the last one, you can share a time when your attitude determined your altitude. I think it's kind of cool for them to hear from you as well. Have a healthy conversation with them. I wish you well with this. Peace be with you.